This is tutorial number 31, and it covers how to use the Spline Sketch feature within CATIA V5. To start off, open up a new CATIA V5 part file, and once you've done that, let's go into the Sketcher. So let's click Sketch and click any of the planes. So now in the last tutorial, I showed you the definition of the Spline Sketch feature. So now that you kind of have an understanding of when we're putting a spline together, actually what it's doing mathematically, now I'm going to show you kind of how to manipulate it within CATIA V5. So to find the spline tool, again, it's Insert, Profile, Spline, and you can choose the spline, or it's on the toolbar on the side right here. So let's click Spline, and let's just start drawing one out. Now, in CATIA, say I've drawn this spline, and now I want to close it. All you have to do is right-click and click Close Spline, and then it's going to close your spline profile. Now say you don't want to close profile, what you have to do is start drawing it out. And then once you've got your profile done, double click Escape, and it'll leave your profile alone. Now again, like the other sketches, you're able to manually adjust. So when you're trying to adjust it, you can click on the spline and move it in any position. But say you actually want to change how it looks, you'd have to click a point, drag, and move it around. So this, especially with the spline, because the spline, it's very kind of like an organic feel and look when you're playing with it. It allows you to really massage your spline and allow you to give it the look that you want. So you're able to do it to just the profile, or you can do it to a complete sketch such as this. Now, before I showed you that it's very mathematical, the spline tool, and that each of these sections is a different function, you're also able to add dimensions and constraints. So let's click Constrain, and let's click this point here and this point here, and we'll change the distances. So let's make this 2,000, or sorry, that was 200. Let's make it 2,000. And you can see that we can add dimensions and kind of constrain where these points are relative to one another. So we'll make another one there, and we'll make these 1,000 apart. So by adding these dimensions, you're actually able to really hone in and develop your spline to either if you have a mathematical model of what the spline should look like, or just to kind of define these points. And that concludes our tutorial on how to use the Spline Sketch tool within CATIA V5.